So don't laugh, but my husband asked me what I want for Christmas. And I saw this thing on Marketplace. And I said, that. I want that. That dirty thing. So I'll show you what it is. You'll probably get this though. And it is dirty. I've got to clean it up. But it's a plant stand and I want to put it there for now. And they gave me the plants that were already in it. So there's some herbs in there. I think there's a weed there, but there's some chives, mint. I think the sage has had it. But I'm hoping to save the perpetual spinach. And there's some strawberries. But I've bought a few extra plants and it hangs on there. And some plants go in there. So I'm going to clean it up and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So I did buy some plants. I've got seedlings I can put in there, but I bought some plants, so I might be putting some of these in there. So this is a small capsicum, yellow capsicum. It's flowering already, so it's about to give us something. And this is an allium. It was being sold as a ornamental, but I was pretty sure that most of them are edible, so I looked it up and it is edible. So I think it's called the Spanish chives I think they call them. So I bought a couple of those. I checked the pots. This is something you do when you're buying pots like this in a store. Always check and see how many plants you're getting. Some of the pots have 1 or 2, but I got these ones. I counted, there's 5 in there and 4 in there. So you pretty much break down the cost of your plants if you can find the pots that have got far more than the just one. These are also going to bring in pollinators. They love the onion plant flowers. Now this is it all refreshed. And by refreshed I mean that I pulled a lot of the soil out and replaced it with new potting mix that was full of manure, and it had also a little bit of blood and bone. I put a little bit of lime in some places, and I got some worm castings from my worm cafe. So I put all that in. I borrowed some little seedlings from my greenhouse. At the back there's a Malabar spinach just there. I put a cinnamon basil in. They're all sages, little sage seedlings to go in, which I'll probably thin out to replace the sage that had pretty much died in it. The chives I divided up, thinned them out and put the rest in my garden. And then the strawberries looked fine. I just trimmed them up and I added some pine bark for them because they like that kind of mulch, either that or pine needles. And you'll see over the back a couple of pots. So instead of putting all the pots on the front, I put the perpetual spinach in there. I don't know if it's going to live or not, but I gave it a chance. There's a spare one for me to sprinkle some seeds in the middle, and then I've put another herb on the back, so it gets light. So that's at the front door now, and I'm looking down there and thinking I might repaint that section and put a nice stencil into those 2 panels. And of course, if I ever moved it where it could get more sun on both sides, I could add more of the tubs to the back. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But before we go, I just want to say, if there's any motivation to plant more seeds and plant more plants and edibles in the garden, it is this. What's this? Oh, big one. Crunch, crunch. Yum. You love them, don't you? away. You plant that. That's a good boy. Now we put some soil in. That's it. Yeah, it's hard work. Doing a good job. More?